on, Coach?
How's it going?
Fantastic. It is Terrence Carl
Yep.
of the Sandy Valley Cardinals. Coach, welcome in.
Thank you.
I'm not Sam Bourquin. I'm filling in for Sam Bourquin, but very excited. What's going through your head? Obviously, your first coach's preview dinner.
I don't know. I'm a little nervous, not going to lie. Getting in front of a group of random strangers, it's a little different situation. But, at this point, 2 months ago, I was in front of a group of random strangers that were my team, and now I know them way too well. So,
Coach, obviously, your first year at the helm at Sandy Valley, they were 4-6. Obviously, that's not a reflection of you at all. What are some of the things that you've seen so far with some scrimmages and some practices? What seems to be the mentality down in Sandy Valley?
Well, Sandy Valley right now, we were 0-10 last year.
Oh, see, somebody wrote down 4-6.
So
I blame. I'm only as good as my notes.
I
tried to give you more wins. So
I appreciate that. It'd be my first year down there. The kids have been working really hard. I'm really happy with how committed they've been over the course of the summer. We're just working more and more to build the culture that is a winning culture moving forward, and making it so we can build from this point on. We want to make sure that we're doing things the right way at Sandy Valley, and part of that is having total buy-in and doing the things that we need to do.
How excited are the kids? Obviously, summer's wrapping up. They've been scrimmaging. How excited are they to finally hit someone other than their teammates?
Oh, they're absolutely thrilled. We got a scrimmage tomorrow because we got that first Thursday game. So they're super excited. We scrimmaged Strasburg, and then we moved straight into Farrell this week. And I can tell you what, we're going to get good competition out of that. Farrell has a real strong team. Strasburg has a strong team. I think they went like 8-4 last year. So we're going to see how good we are right off the bat.
So, Coach, obviously, what's something that you're looking forward to with it being your first coach's dinner? We'll start here. What's your expectation for tonight? Getting to see some new faces, some people that you may or may not know, eat some great food. Like, what are you looking forward to?
Well, number one, I got to bring my parents to this one. So my mom and dad are both here. Letting them be able to see just to see what all this work that I've done has paid off to be. And that's something exciting for me. I'm really looking forward to meeting a lot of the other coaches. I've met a couple through 7-on-7 so far, and they've just been great guys. Coach Cardinal over at Marlington, Coach B over at Canton South, who's the other one? Coach Robinson over at St. Thomas. Mm-hmm. They've been great guys to be able to talk to over the course of time here, and getting to know these other Stark County coaches will be great too. I'm sure that I'll see a couple people. I already ran into Garth Evans, who's the AD at Minerva. He was one of the people that said, "Hey, you need to apply for the Sandy Valley job," and it worked out for me.
So what made you think when you saw the job opening that you're like, you know what, I'm the right fit for that job?
Well, number one, I'd been down in North Carolina for the past 13 years.
And you came to Ohio?
I'm from Minerva. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it.
It was a lot of, hey, I get to come back home, that sort of thing. But really, I met with a lot of the administration, Matt Whitted, Bo Balderson, Olivia Stamp at the time was the principal. And now it's been a whole lot of, there's been a little bit of jumbling since then, but the admin team had me believing that, hey, this is a place that I can go succeed. I had the first interview on Zoom, and I didn't think I had a shot at it. And then the second time, then they called me back and said, hey, we want me in person. And I got the job offer during that in-person interview, and it's been kind of working to onboard ever since. So
I love that. That's fantastic. So obviously you've been down in North Carolina. Football's a little different down there.
It is.
What's something you think you can bring from that North Carolina kind of mentality back home to Canton, Ohio?
So I was lucky enough to work for John Kirby down in North Carolina at Eastern Alamance High School. John he'll cross his 300th win this season, and he really I learned so much from him over the past 9 years, where it's been a lot of things like, hey, you need to listen more and don't just come in, because every young coach comes in and they're headstrong and they've got all the ideas and all the right answers, and then you put it as an X on the field and an O on the field, and then those become kids, and then all of a sudden not all those answers are the right ones. So it's a lot of learning to new ideas, kind of opening up as a person. I'm a natural introvert, so it kind of with that being the case, I learned, like, hey, these are areas where you can get better and go from there. And just how to run a successful program. He's been doing it for 35 years, and at that point, like, you've got to figure some things out to do it right and to have, the success that he's had over the course of it.
Well, Coach, I know you're getting ready to take off here. Before you go, I got one last question for you. What is one thing that we can look forward to with the Sandy Valley Cardinals this season?
I can say this: the Sandy Valley Cardinals are going to work their butts off, and they're going to compete. We could go 10-0, we could go 0-10, but I know that the kids that I've got out there, I'll be happy to go to work with every day from this point to the end of the season.
Awesome.
They're hard workers, they're coachable, and they're willing to compete.
Awesome. Coach Terrence Carl of the Sandy Valley Cardinals, we're looking forward to catching you this season. We'll be there week 1 with Q92 Sports. You are with the Sam Bourquin Show on AM 1310 WDPN. We'll be back right after this. It definitely doesn't feel like the first time for my next guest. Head coach of the Minerva Lions, Zach Slates. Coach, how we feeling, man? Summer's almost over. It's almost time for football. And we were talking a little bit. This is your 6th dinner.
Yep.
What are you expecting tonight?
No, it's good. It's good to hear from all the guys, all the head coaches, and how their programs are doing. There's no county that's anything like this in the state. These guys here at San Juan Albus do a great job putting this on, and all of you guys broadcasters do a great job getting all the coaches on and getting us out there.
Well, we were reminiscing while we were at break. Coach Zach Slates was my very first on-the-field coach interview back when he was at Perry, and we kind of clicked then, and it's kind of been a lot of fun to kind of follow you, Coach. Last year, you guys go 5-5.
Yep.
Great season for Minerva, the entire city, the community, everybody rallying behind you. Like, How did that feel? Like, did that kind of give you that boost that you needed?
Yeah,
like,
it was special. It was really something special. That community is unbelievable. That they were just itching for success, and I mean, I just hold the kids accountable, and they do the work. It's not anything that I do. I'm just there to guide them, and the kids followed, and they listened, and they were hungry for it. And the kids this year have continued that. We had a good senior class last year, so it was hard to replace those kids, but the kids are stepping up this year that we have, and are doing a great job. So I'm excited to get started next week with United. Friday we got East Canton, so that'll be good too.
Yeah, scrimmages are always good because the kids get to hit somebody other than their teammates.
Yeah.
What's something we can kind of look forward to this year for the Minerva Lions?
Yeah, I mean, last year we played with a freshman quarterback, and I mean, it was a lot of protecting him and not doing too much and making sure he was comfortable with getting the snap and doing all those things. And we're going to expand on what he's doing. We're going to throw the ball more, and we're going to run him some as well. So, but we got a good group of running backs. So we got 3 guys that are really good, 4 guys really that are really good in the backfield, and we got a couple good receivers. And the O-line was the question mark for us. We had 5 kids graduate off of the offensive line from last year.
They retired from high school. You're saying it right.
Yeah.
They retired.
But and we got a lot of young guys on the up front, and it was a big question mark all summer, and whether or not they're going to be tough or not. And we went out last week against Malvern, and they showed some physicality, and when the opposing coach tells you guys out physicaled us, that's always a good sign for you as a coach. So they did a great job last week, and hoping to continue that on Friday.
That's fantastic. I love it, Coach. Minerva, like when you think of Minerva, and this is your 2nd year at Minerva, what's the expectation for you as a coach? Obviously last year 500, 5-5. But what's your expectation of yourself going into year 2?
Yeah, I mean, it's still just trying to build a program, and they didn't really have a program when I got there, and it was just sort of things thrown together, and we're trying to make sure that we settle in and have something that has longevity, and the kids are buying into that, and we're getting more kids out that haven't played in previous years. So I mean, numbers improved this year. We're up to 41. I'm sorry. 9 through 12, so that's good. We're pretty close to being able to have a freshman team, but not quite this year. So we'll play a Froshmore schedule and get those kids a lot of reps. I mean, we don't have many juniors that aren't playing on Friday, so it's not really a JV team. So yeah, I mean, they're doing a great job. I'm excited.
We can't wait. I obviously love sitting in a booth calling a game, but I always kind of keep an eye on what Minerva's doing, what Malvern's doing, because these communities just absolutely are all in with the programs. And that's got to feel great as a coach that you've got the support. The community is behind you. They're following you. And after last season, like, you have to feel really good going into year 2.
I do. And it showed this summer with just the retention from year to year, from last year to this year, and we were able to put a lot more stuff in. I mean, last year at this time we barely had anything in offensively, so it was difficult, but that we've built on it this year, and the kids have taken to it and done a great job. And being at a school that has had a program since 1913, that is just awesome. I mean, just looking back on all those records and the guys that have come before me, the players that have been there, it's just unbelievable. And those alum really want to see success, and they want to be involved with it. So that's really good to see as well.
I love it. So I've asked the other coach this. I'm going to ask everybody tonight, what is one thing that we can expect from the Minerva Lions this season? One thing. I know this is going to sound weird. We're going to throw the ball more. I love it. Yeah, I love it. You guys did. You guys ran a lot last year, so I think it's really cool that.
Like I said, with that freshman quarterback, it was just I mean,
you want to protect him.
I kind of protect him.
Right, exactly. That's your future.
And he's put on about 25 pounds in the offseason.
Oh, wow.
So he's really gotten bigger and stronger and faster, and he's done a great job. He works his butt off. It's really good to see.
All right, not a football question, but I'm going to ask anyway. What is one item of food that you were looking forward to tonight, if you had to guess what they were going to give you?
Oh man,
it's buffet style.
The sausage and peppers are always good.
Okay, I like it. He's a sausage and peppers guy.
Yeah,
I love it. Once again, here with Minerva head football coach Zach Slates. Coach, I want to thank you for your time.
Thanks for having me.
It's always great catching up with you.
Always appreciate it.
And can't wait to see what goes on. I know I'll be at one or two Minerva games this year, so I will look forward to coming down and chatting with you pregame, and wish you nothing but success this year, and go Lions.
I appreciate it.
That is Coach Zach Slates of Minerva. The line is starting. Coaches are coming in and getting ready. Looks like I'm going to get Louisville head football coach Jake Adkins next, as he's going to make his way over to the hot seat, as we'll call it. We'll get to chat. Here you go, Coach. Why don't you slide this on? You look great. Bald heads forever. I love it. Here you go. Nice to meet you, Coach. Oh, go ahead and slide that on. Here with Louisville Leopards head football coach Jake Adkins. Coach, I love that you got the bald head memo. Thank you.
Absolutely,
us bald brothers have to stay together.
That's right.
I love it. Coach, your first year here at Louisville. What are your expectations going into year one?
Yeah, first of all, I'm just honored and blessed to be in the position I'm in, to be able to come back and be at my alma mater. It's just so humbling and gratifying to be able to give back to the kids and to be able to, teach those lessons to the kids that I received. But obviously the expectations are high. We're really excited about the group that we have this year. especially our junior class. Our senior class isn't big in numbers, but our junior class returns a lot of guys that played as sophomores. So really looking forward to this group and looking forward to tomorrow night's scrimmage, and then obviously week 1, New Philly.
Coach, obviously your first coach's dinner here with other Stark County coaches. Like, are you a little nervous? Are you like in your element? Like, so what are we feeling right now?
Yeah, I mean, I think anytime you're at a place like this and you're around so many, well-respected programs and coaches around the county, it's a little bit nerve-wracking. But I'm just humbled and honored to be here in the midst of just an awesome thing for Stark County football.
So do you know all of the coaches? Like, have you, is there one that you're like really looking forward to meeting tonight?
I do know a few. Actually played for Coach DeMarco at Northwest.
Yes, you did.
Getting to know Spencer Lino pretty well, head coach at Perry. Know Coach DeGeorge a little bit. So I got some connections, but I'd love to meet as many as I can for sure.
That's awesome. Is there a specific coach that you kind of shaped your game planning and like your ideas around, or is that just what's going on up in your brain? You're like, yes, I'm a football guy. I know all this stuff and I'm going.
Sure. Yeah. I was lucky enough to play for some great coaches. Then obviously, I've been at Louisville now for 13 years. And I've gotten to learn from some good ones. I played for Paul Farah, got to coach with Coach DeMarco, Troy Davis, who was head coach there for a little bit. And then obviously the most recent one, Coach Kappas. So, I've kind of taken a little bit from everybody and kind of tried to mold it into my own. But yeah, I've just been blessed to be around some good coaches and, kind of form my own things, but also take from them what I've learned.
Coach, what's it been like? Obviously, your first year at the helm, you get scrimmages, the two-a-days. Like, when did you know, like, it's go time?
Yeah. Gosh, I would say at the beginning of summer, but I've had some great coaches keeping me grounded, coaches that have experience on the staff. One to mention Greg Dickerhoof, who's been a head coach himself. He'll call our offense this year. I'm just really well supported and looking forward to this season.
So, Coach, you said you got New Philly week 1. What's something that we can kind of expect from the Louisville Leopards heading into their first regular season game with you at the helm?
Yeah, week 1 opponent, New Philly, great program. Got a lot of respect for Coach Johnson and the way he's done things. I think he does a great job down there. I mean, that team's a contender every year. So, we're going to have to bring our best and be ready to go from play 1 if we want to have a chance in that game. Really, we're just, we want to come out, establish the run, and be able to stop the run and kind of bring a sense of physicality to our game and kind of set the tone early with being able to support the ball or, possess the ball, keep the chains moving, and being able to stop their run, obviously, will be big too.
I know you said at the beginning here, you get the opportunity to coach at your alma mater. Mm-hmm. Obviously, that feels special. So you obviously looked at the season schedule when it came out. What was one game on the schedule where you're like, man, I cannot wait for this one?
Man, I'd be lying to you if I didn't say North Canton.
Okay.
That's one that's meant a lot to our community for a long time, and have great respect for North Canton and Coach Baum. Great program over there. Every time we play them, we're going to get their best. And, in a rivalry game like that, it's just a lot of fun. And, those are the games that you coach for. Those are the games that you get excited for. And, again, every opponent on our schedule is going to be a tough one. So we'll have to be ready to go each week.
See, I'm glad you wrapped that around, because I was going to go, well, he could go with the cheesy answer, be like, well, every game on the schedule is big. I love that you were honest and you said Hoover because of what it means. You guys are literally very close in distance. You guys, it's similar to a backyard rivalry where it's big brother, little brother. And of course, if Louisville is the little brother, like, you want to show big brother that you can do it.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I got to play in some special games in that rivalry, growing up as a young kid in Louisville, going to a lot of great games between Louisville, Hoover. It's meant a lot to me, and I think it means a lot to our community. And I mean, that's what makes high school football great. When you have two great communities going at it on Friday night, I don't think it gets much better than that. So
I love it. My co-host and I were talking a little bit earlier. We were talking about you're a very intimidating looking guy. Like, I didn't know what to expect when you kind of came over to the table. I didn't know if I had to like get under the table. Like, so what's the personality here? Like, are we like 0 to 100 or is it a slow build? What do we got here?
I mean, I would say I can go 0 to 100 real quick.
Okay.
I try to create relationships with my players, and I guess you could say I am a player's coach. But I just enjoy being around the kids. They love being coached hard. They want to be pushed. And that's what makes our job fun too, as coaches, kids that want to be there every day and want to be coached hard. So I feel like I got a little bit of both, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Coach, I love it. I am so looking forward to seeing how you can enjoy your first season as a coach from like the 1,000-foot view.
Sure.
But then also be excited and like, I gotta think that the blood is pumping.
Yes,
like this is your alma mater. You want to see them succeed. There's so many things going through your head. How do you stay centered before week one?
Yeah, that's a great question. As a player, playing at Louisville, I got to experience what winning felt like. And that's kind of what drives me as a coach, is getting our program back to winning, and teaching the kids what it takes to win. I think that's most important, right? So, being able to give back and push them to a level that they didn't think they could go to, I felt that as a player, and that's what we want to do as coaches. But there's a lot of things, distractions going on, obviously preseason, but I think just controlling the things that you can control. One of the things that we harp on in our program is, show up every day with the right of intent. You show up every day with the right intentions, your day's going to go better. Having possess a good attitude every single day. And then obviously giving maximum effort, trying to instill that in our culture again. Because if you do those things, you ultimately give yourself a chance to win. If you don't do those things, you don't have much of a chance. So I would say just controlling the things that we can control and, taking care of our own business.
So do you have a roster spot for me? Like, hearing you talk, like I'm ready to go. Like, coach, put me in. I think I got a year or two of eligibility left. Like, I am ready to go. I love it. I think it is fantastic.
Hey, we'll take anybody we can get. We're trying to
Dixon,
build our
there's
numbers.
Still a chance for you and I.
Yeah.
He's got some roster.
We got some spots.
Well, Coach, I want to thank you for your time.
Thank you. Really
head
appreciate
coach
it.
Jake Adkins from the Louisville Leopards. Go enjoy your first coach's dinner, and I'm excited to see what you're able to do with the Leopards this year.
Absolutely. Thank you. Very humbled to be here and appreciate your time.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach, so very much. Once again, head coach Jake Adkins from the Louisville Leopards. And next up, the man, the myth, and the legend, head coach of the Fairless Falcons. See, they're chatting. They're getting they're trying to size each other up here before they don't play each other, but it's always good to kind of pick the brain of a coach. You can never get it. Yeah, you want to go give him the headset. That would be great. Oh, wait, nope, he's going to sit down now. It is one of my favorite Stark County head coaches.
I didn't know that.
From the Fairless Falcons, it is Coach AJ Sarbaugh. Coach, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Coach, I didn't get to a single Fairless game last year. I'm sorry. But we
only had 4 home games.
I know, but I usually love coming out to Fairless. You guys do a phenomenal job, not to mention like the pizza that comes to the press box. You guys do a great job taking care of us. But just to be able to watch you guys on the field, obviously last year didn't go as planned.
Yeah.
It's a new calendar year.
Mm-hmm.
How are we feeling going into almost week 1? We're about a week away. How are we feeling down in Fairless?
Yeah, I think we're excited. The last 2 years we've been really young, so our seniors and juniors this year have played a lot of football. A lot of them have started when they were sophomores and freshmen. And the big thing for us is we got to stay healthy. We're around 35 guys, and last year we started 3-1, and between weeks 4 and 5 we lost 7 starters.
Oof,
and at a school for us, a lot of them were 2-way guys. So that's the biggest thing. We got to stay healthy and learn how to practice with small numbers and see what happens.
AJ, this is what year for you at Fairless? Ninth year. So I'm going to ask coaches that have been long tenured coaches.
Yeah.
What continues to keep you motivated and on fire to continue coaching these new crop of kids?
I think every year is different, and each year you have a different group of seniors. You have a different group of freshmen. Like those seniors want to leave their mark on the program. They want to win a league title, make the playoffs, and those freshmen are experiencing it for the first time. So as a coach, you just want to see kids have success. They've put all that work in. So each year you have a different group of kids, and you just want them to be the best version of themselves.
I love that. Can I get that on a plaque? I think that's very well said. I think that, it takes a lot to be a head coach at any level. And you've now done it 9 years at Fairless. You're getting ready for your 9th year.
Yeah.
So, all right, I asked Coach Slates this because I know he's been here a few years. I'm going to live vicariously through you with the food. Like, what are we going to expect?
Food's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, you'll get chicken and corn, salad. I can't think of everything else. But
that's okay.
Yeah, the food's always pretty good here, no doubt.
Coach, there's a rumor going around that this could be a very good year for Fairless. Do you feel that is a fair assessment? Or are you waiting to say, hey, we got to play, let us get a couple games in before we say or do anything?
Yeah, I don't know. I think every year at this point, every team's excited because you don't know what you are. You hope you know what you are. But like I said, on paper, we have a lot of guys that have played a lot of football. The key for us is going to be staying healthy. And last year we had 4 home games versus this year we have 6. And we had 5 road games in a row last year. We were 43 days between home games. So this year, wow. Yeah, we didn't have a home game in September. So that really wore on our kids. So this year we're on the road week 1 and then home for 5. I think that makes a difference. But the Pac-7's always good. You have to play week in and week out. So like I said, hopefully we stay healthy, take advantage of our home field, and play our best every week because in the Pac, anybody can beat anybody.
I love it. Coach, again, I said that to Coach Adkins. I'll say it to you. I know you said you only have 35. I got 2 of us right now. We'll come. We'll suit up. I mean, I can do it. I think I might be able to do something. I might blow my knee, but hey, you know me. I'd love to come play for you. Coach, what's one thing we can expect from the Fairless Falcons this season?
I think we always talk to our kids about playing as hard as they can and being first class in what we do. We want to represent our community and our school. And on Friday nights, whether we win or lose, you want to see a good product out on the football field. Kids that play hard, play together, and just play the game the right way.
Well, I want to say goodnight to those listening on AM 1310 WDPN. Loved having you join us today for the Sam Bourquin Show live from St. Haralumbo's Church for the 2026 High School Football Coaches Preview. You can continue to listen and watch on Facebook, X, and YouTube. Facebook, X, and YouTube. Go ahead and tune in. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully I did Sam proud. Thanks again to Mike Dixon for sitting in with me tonight and helping me out. We're here with Fairless Falcons head football coach, AJ Sarbaugh. Coach, before we let you go, one more, this is probably the most important question I'm going to ask you, okay? How do you like Fairless, the community, being so supportive of your team every season?
Yeah, I think that's something we're really fortunate. The last, 6, 7, 8 years, our home games, whether we're winning or not having the success we want, our fans come out. Our band is outstanding. Student section, the people down in Fairless really love football. They support football. And I think that's something we tell our kids that you just asked about. As long as you play hard every week and you represent our community with first class, they're going to support you. They expect you to play the game the right way. And I think that's something that we've always done. And our kids do things the right way. But you come down to Fairless on a Friday night, and I like to think that it's pretty special. It's a great small school, high school football stadium, great environment, and it's a lot of fun.
My co-host used this term earlier, and I'm going to steal it. Fairless reminds me a lot of the Friday Night Lights town, where you're in country and everybody's there. Everybody is locked in for Friday nights at Fairless. I love it. Coach AJ Sarbaugh, it is always a pleasure catching up with you. I'm excited to see what you do this year at Fairless. I'm going to try to get to a game or two. I promise. But thank you so very much. Good luck to you this season, and thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having us. We appreciate it. Great seeing you.
Absolutely. That was head coach AJ Sarbaugh. Now the room is filled. I'm seeing coaches at every angle that I'm looking, and so coaches are popping in. Next up on the list for us is a new coach for the St. Thomas Aquinas Knights. It is Isaiah Robinson. Coach Robinson, pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you.
Coach, your very first year, how are you feeling? Obviously, your first head coach's dinner. What's going through your head right now?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little nervous, but you know, it's the good nervous. You know, like before a football game, butterflies before you go out there and get that first hit. But you know, I'm just excited. I'm so honored, you know, to be here. You know, amongst Stark County's finest. You know, and I'm just so humbled and excited to be out here. You know,
Coach. Obviously, last year, not the season that they wanted to have at St. Thomas, but now you're in.
Yes.
What is something that we can expect that we didn't see last year with the Knights?
A nasty mentality, a relentless effort to get after it. Yeah, right. We know that we're scheduled to be everybody's homecoming, everybody's senior night, but guess what? We like that uncle that you don't want to invite to the party. Why? Because he might come and crash it, and that's what we're gonna do. So we're just bringing that type of attitude and effort. Guess what? We can only go up from here. They've done the losing before. Now it's time to go out there and change the narrative, and that's exactly what we're gonna do this year.
Coach, I love it. I love the intensity. I love it. So Mike Dixon, my co-host, was able to be at one of your scrimmages, and he said what he noticed first and foremost, you and your coaching staff, the intensity. You guys had it dialed up to 100 for a scrimmage.
Oh, yeah.
Do you feel that that is what you want to do each and every game?
We have to. We have to go out there and set the tone. We can't be let other teams set the tone for us, and that's what's been happening in the past for St. Thomas. We can't wait for them to bring the punishments us. Like I said, and you inviting us to your homecoming? Okay, so we're going to crash the party, we're going to kick in the door, and we're going to do what we're supposed to do. And, you know, that's the energy has to start from the coaching staff, you know, every day, you know, and from where St. Thomas is coming from, we totally understand that, you know, our seniors, you know, they haven't been exposed to this type of intensity and this type of get after it attitude, but they love it. They've been embracing it, and that's what they fiend for, and that's what they want. So we just, as a coaching staff, we just have to give it to them.
Coach, I'm ready to suit up.
Oh, yeah.
You got room for me?
Come on now.
All right.
Come on now. You got any more eligibility?
I don't know.
We'll dye your hair. We'll dye your beard.
Yeah, get
take
the
gray out.
Yeah. I love it. Coach, kind of walk me through the interview process. Obviously, I've never been a head coach.
Yes, sir.
What was it like to interview at St. Thomas?
Oh, well, it was a beautiful thing because I actually coached football at St. Thomas before under Mike Cooks. So it was almost like a homecoming for me. So, you know, when I was going through the interview process, you know, I told Mr. French, Kevin Irvine, you know, our principal, I told him that for me, it was unfinished business. You know, when we were out at St. Thomas Aquinas before, I was a defensive coordinator. You know, 3 years we made the playoffs. Out of the 4 years that we were there, 3 years we made the playoffs, and those 3 years we got beat by the eventual state champion. So we knew we were just a few hogs really up front away from getting over the hump. And, you know, Coach Cooks ended up leaving and everything, so it broke us up. But now we're back for unfinished business, and we want to start where we left off. So I'm here to claim the throne and get after it. And once again, yeah, right, we understand the assignment. We know where we're at, and we understand that, and we're cool with it. But guess what? We're not complacent, and we're done with that old mentality of winning is okay, just have fun. No way.
Oh, Coach, I love it. Isaiah Robinson of the St. Thomas Aquinas Knights. Coach, I want you to go enjoy your first coach's dinner.
Yes,
thanks for stopping by.
Thank you very much.
I wish you nothing but the best of luck, and I am excited to be at one of your games so that I can see the intensity, and I want to see what you're able to do in year one.
Thank you. Thank you,
Coach,
guys.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Coach Isaiah Robinson Man, I'm ready to run through a wall. My goodness. He is incredible, very intense. Mike, just like you said he was. Oh, I want to go play for him. If I had any eligibility left, I am all about going and playing. We're about 28 minutes from the start of the buffet dinner. We're going to try to get a couple more coaches over before the dinner starts. I'm looking around the room and I see a lot of familiar faces, a lot of coaches, their staffs, everybody here just ready to go and play, get to go to this table as a head coach and share their experience and share everything that they've learned throughout the years. These new coaches learning from the older coaches, like it's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's just coming off that last interview, the energy you feel coming from that man is infectious.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Infectious.
Well, Mike, you're going to have to give up
again.
the seat. You're going to bounce again. Joining me is Northwest Indians head football coach John DeMarco. Year 7 for Coach DeMarco at Northwest. If Brian Beatty would let him come back to the table, here we go. Coach DeMarco of the Northwest Indians. Coach, it's a pleasure to see you.
Well, it's a pleasure to see you, and great to be here. And boy, it looks like that's going to be a tough act to follow there.
Coach Robinson, he's infectious.
Yes,
he's
yes,
ready
I
to
just
go.
met him right there and congratulated him, and he was all excited and raring to go. And I thought, ooh, I got to follow that. I don't know.
well, I'll lob you some softballs. We'll be
Okay.
okay. We'll be okay, Coach. 7th year at Northwest. Last year, 6-5. New calendar year. How are we feeling going into this year?
Well, practice has been very exciting. We're very young, so we got a lot of enthusiasm. The kids show up every day. There's a lot of positions open. Everybody's battling for it, and it's exciting to be around young kids. The execution at times hasn't been real good. We lost 22 seniors last year. We got a lot of places to replace, but it has been exciting just from the enthusiasm they bring every day and the effort that they're giving.
Coach, obviously, I had the opportunity. I know my co-host did as well, of being at a few Northwest football games, and it seemed like a few of those towards the end, Northwest just kind of ran out of gas. And that's going to happen over the course of a football season. Teams just, it happens. How do you keep the mentality of the team to understand that it's going to take 48 minutes? How do you instill that knowledge to them on a day-to-day basis, that it's going to take everything they've got every game?
Well, you know, football, we always, coaches always talk about the next play and all these other plays. But when you go back and look at a football game, there's usually anywhere from 3 to 7 crucial plays in a game. And I wouldn't say that we ran out of gas or we did this or we did that. It just seemed like we couldn't make the big play, and the big play was being happening against us. It was one of those years where we just couldn't get a break. We couldn't get the ball to bounce our way. It was just very unfortunate how it just seems like some years, and I know everybody says things even out with the officials' calls and the way the ball bounces and all that, but I don't think it evens out over a year. I think it evens out over, a career of a program or a career of a coach. But it just seemed like everything went against us last year, and we just couldn't get over the hump there towards the end. We lost our last 3 games, which was very discouraging, and they're all games that we could have easily won with a play here or there or preventing a play from here or there on either side of the ball, and we just couldn't get it done.
Well, and that's it happens, right?
It happens.
It's the unfortunate with sports. Somebody's got to win and somebody's got to lose. I wish everybody could win every week, but then that'd be weird. Everybody would have the same record.
I don't care about everybody else winning. I just want to win every week.
I like it.
Okay.
I like that mentality. Coach, what is one thing that we can expect of the Northwest Indians in 2026?
Well, we're going to play hard and improvement. As young as we are, I hope we come out and play hard every game, and we need to improve every day and every week. We can you're going to be playing a lot of sophomores. We could get better for some time, but we got to see that improvement every week from us.
Coach, it's always awesome to get to talk to you. you're very infectious too. Maybe not like Coach Robinson.
I'm just not that outgoing like
But
that.
that's okay. I have seen players react to you and do big things. So I'm excited for the Northwest Indians in 2026. I know I'll get to call a couple of your games. I'm very excited. I always love watching from the booth. I want to thank you. I know that you've done this a few years now. You've come to the coaches' dinners. You look forward to them. You get to be – you're not on the field tonight. You get to look at some of the other coaches around Stark County. Is there one particular coach that you've learned a lot from that'll be in this room tonight?
Interesting that you say that. I brought a special guest with me tonight. I brought my youth football coach with me.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, it really is. And he was actually my football and baseball coach, but he started developing that passion and the love of the game. All the things that this great game has to offer. He started that, and I know he's been a part of the Hall of Fame Luncheon Club, and I thought he would really enjoy something like this. So I brought him with me tonight, and I was talking to some other people. There's no way that you can thank all of the people that put you on the path that you're on. The only way that you could possibly repay them is by paying it forward, and hopefully those individuals that you pay it forward to will then return the favor, and they will pay it forward also in just countless number of lives that you could reach in that with that mentality. But there's so much that my youth football coach that got me started in this, and I'm just very grateful. So yeah, that was a great question. I love that because I got him here tonight. So yeah,
something told me to ask it, so I asked it. Coach DeMarco, I thank you for your time. Go enjoy this evening. I can't wait to see what the Northwest Indians can do this year. Good luck to you, and I cannot wait to see what happens in 2026.
Thank you much. I appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you guys.
Awesome. Coach John DeMarco of the Northwest Indians, another icon in the Stark County coaches circle, I guess is what we'll call it. We got another guest coming up from the Perry Panthers. Second-year man, Spencer Lino. Coach, it is a pleasure to see you.
Hey guys, thanks for having me on.
Coach,
how's everybody doing?
I'm doing well, sir. How are you?
Doing good.
Coach, obviously your second year here, 5-5 last year. It's a new calendar year. How excited are you to get year 2 underway?
Very excited, and the excitement started in the offseason. Every new coach is going to go through a transition period, and you're probably not going to get in there and get going until middle of off season, right? So our kids for those couple months I had them last year, our senior group was a great senior class last year. They did a great job, but this year especially, just having those kids for an entire year, entire off season, developing relationships with them, being in the building with them as a teacher, I think that makes a difference, is to continue to build, your culture. And then where's your culture developed in the week, and having that consistent, and, for a whole year really helps.
Coach, I'm excited because I get to see you week 1. My broadcast partner and I will be in Canton, in Perry, for the Battle of 13th Street. How are you feeling? Like, when you hear that that's the first game on your schedule to start the year, does that get the blood going?
Yeah, I mean, it's a rivalry that's been going on for 20 plus years, probably longer than that. And what's cool, I mean, we're right, like you said, we're right on 13th Street. Coach Trucker, Trucker's a great coach. I respect the heck out of him. His teams are going to be well coached, and you have to be up for that game. It's week 1. Both teams are going to have to shake the cobwebs out, right? Get the rust off. But we're excited. That's what we've been working for this whole offseason.
I love it. Coach, what is one thing that we can expect from the 2026 Perry Panthers?
The expectation hasn't changed. We want toughness at Perry. We want grit. We want physicality. We want to win the game in the trenches. I know we've shifted the offense from wing T to a little bit more modern day offense, but that doesn't change. The physicality piece, the Perry grit, toughness, that's what we want to see this season.
Coach, when I tell you there's a lot of people talking that the Perry Panthers might be the sleeper team in the Federal League this year. What does that mean to you?
You know, I appreciate people saying that. You know, we want to stay the course, have blinders on. You know, we don't want the rat poison. We want to be consistent. We want to keep working. You know, and I guess like the old Bill Belichick way says, don't believe the hype. Just stay consistent. Do it day in. Focus on every practice, every game, every rep. I guess that's our MO.
So does that mean you're not going to make that bulletin board material that, hey, folks are talking that we could take the Federal League? You're not going to post that up in the locker room this year?
We're going to focus day by day, day by day, and week by week.
I absolutely love it. Coach Spencer Lino of the Perry Panthers, I appreciate your time. Go enjoy your coach's dinner, and I can't wait to see you week 1 for the Battle of 13th Street.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
Spencer Lino. Next up on the hot seat from the Lake Blue Streaks, Mr. Dan DeGeorge. Coach DeGeorge, welcome on in.
How we doing?
It is always a pleasure to see you, Coach DeGeorge.
Great to be here, man. Thanks for having us.
Coach, you've been doing this for a little bit now.
A little bit.
What excites you about coming to the coach's preview dinner?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, it means that we're close to week 1, right, which is exciting. But this is always such a well-run event. At the end of the day, you have a bunch of guys like me that coach high school programs that are giving a lot of time and effort to our youth. Love the game. They all have great assistant coaches. So the camaraderie of football, man, we could talk about that forever. But it's just a special night. Obviously, Stark County football is very special. So I think it's just a pleasure to be a part of, and it's getting us close to the kickoff, which we're all excited about.
Coach, how ready are we for week 1? It's around the corner. We're about a week away.
Yeah, we're getting there. It is a marathon, not a sprint, right? We have our second scrimmage tomorrow night, so we'll find out a little bit more there. Trying to keep everyone healthy at the same time, trying to get as good as we possibly can get. And it's a process. So we're looking forward to the challenge. Love going to practice every single day for the opportunity to get better. But we got a fighting chance, man, if we can stay healthy. So,
Coach, what is one thing that we can expect from the 2026 Lake Blue Streaks that we may not have saw last year?
Yeah, our kids, we always have great kids, man. I'm blessed to be in a great school district with great kids and great families, but just a special group this year. But led by our seniors, we have 21 seniors that are just a close-knit, man, and they don't care who gets the credit on anything. And I think that's the biggest thing, man. When you can trust your seniors to lead the proper way, your best teams are player-led, and ours right now is player-led, which is awesome.
I know I'll be calling a few games like I do every year.
Excellent.
So I can't wait to come down and chat with you on the sideline and just see exactly how you're feeling and what we can, come to expect when we see Lake. I appreciate your time. It is always good catching up with you, and I will see you very soon, sir.
I appreciate you guys, and thanks for what you do for Stark County football.
Absolutely. Coach Dan DeGeorge of the Lake Blue Streaks. Again, we apologize for the technical glitch. The internet's great when it works, and then when the internet stops, you're looking at yourself going, what do we do now? So joined again by Mike Dixon, my coach. I see a coach very close that could be popping over. So we'll wait and see if he makes his way over here. Mike, I mean, the impression that I get from all of these coaches is that they're so excited to be here because they know the season is right around the corner.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing is that they know this is like the last step, the last big thing right before the season starts, and something they all probably look forward to because, it gets them in front of their other coaching friends and, they can touch base and talk and see how things go, because a lot of times you don't play a lot of these other teams. They're not in your conference. And then you're seeing some old familiar faces. Maybe it's an old AD or something like that. But no, definitely they're excited here because they know the season is right around the corner.
I want to know how much trash talk happens at these things. Do you say, especially if it's a team that you're playing, like, hey, I can't wait to see you in X amount of weeks so that we can mop the floor with you? Or, like, I just wonder.
I don't think any, because you don't want to give bulletin board. material.
There you go.
Like being a coach myself is that I'm not going to do any of that because I don't want to give them any fire, any fuel to throw on their fire for a reason to come after us or put a target on our back. I think they all have genuine respect for each other. Yeah, maybe in the back of their mind, they're like, oh, yeah, I can't wait till week 3 when we come to your stadium and ruin your home opener or whatnot. That's got to be sitting in the back of their mind, especially if they had a close game last season.
Right.
If you had a really close game last season, it came down to the final few seconds. Maybe you made one little mistake or you got a flag when you shouldn't have, and it changed the game.
Right.
Then now you're thinking, okay, yeah, I have this one circled. I want it bad. And I'm going to poker face when I see him in front of him. So he thinks, hey, everything's buddy. But when it comes to that Friday, let's go.
I love it. We're about 10 minutes away. The buffet dinner getting ready to start. Everybody's kind of made their way in. The MC of the evening is at the podium. So we're about ready. So I'm waiting to see if we can get one more coach before we sign off for the evening. Once again, it is Mike Vorhies, Mike Dixon, filling in for the legend, Sammy Bourquin. And I think we're going to get him. It is Massillon Tiger head football coach Nate Moore. Coach Nate Moore of the Massillon Tigers. Coach.
How's it going?
It's going, sir. How are you?
Good.
It's always good to see you.
Thank you.
You are probably, and I think I can say this, you are the best dressed coach of the night.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I know last year you rocked the orange suit and I loved it.
Yes.
This year went a little more contemporary and I love it.
Yeah. Well, I've lost a little bit of weight recently.
I was going to ask, you look great.
Down about 60 pounds, and I put the orange jacket on. It was looking a little bit more like an orange blanket.
Okay.
So
you're gonna have to see a tailor a little bit, or go buy a new one, I guess.
Yeah. Time to downgrade or upgrade it.
Coach, obviously another dinner for you, another year at Massillon. A lot of eyes on the Massillon Tigers this year. As a coach, do you love the attention? Or do you wish you didn't have it?
I mean, you can't have the good without the bad, right? So, there's a lot of, I don't know what you call it, hype or talk about, our football team this year, but it's not really new for us, right? Football is really important in Massillon, and there's always eyes on our program and high expectations, and we welcome, this high. What a blessing to have high expectations.
I absolutely
for everything that we do, and so we welcome all these things.
Coach, you said expectations. What are your expectations for 2026?
Oh well, we scrimmage Muller tomorrow.
It's going to be a great scrimmage.
Yeah, it's going to be a great scrimmage, and we travel about 4 hours down to Cincinnati and. Taking on a great Muller team, and so we got a heck of a test for our players and our program tomorrow, and so we want to take the next step on our journey in our season and go down to Mount St. Joe's University and take on Muller High School and play harder and longer than our opponent.
Coach, I got to ask: is there one particular game on your calendar this year that you are really looking towards?
Week 10.
And why is that?
It's the premier rivalry game in the entire country. There's only one answer.
Coach, I love it. I knew that's what you were going to say. That's why I teed it up. Coach, when you have such a talented team like you do at Massillon, does that make your job easier or harder?
I mean, I think it's both. I mean, listen, having really talented players is great, right? It allows you to get further into the details of what you're doing schematically. Typically, higher level players. Often it's really important to them, and they spend a lot of time perfecting their craft, whether that's with us or on their own. And so there's a lot of great things with players that have high expectations for themselves and high expectations for their career. But there's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot of extra time that goes into preparation. There is navigating the college recruiting process, and now you have agents at the next level, and NIL at the next level, and rev share at the next level, and how they are using their brand and marketing themselves, as they're making their way to the next level. All those things are important to today's student athlete. So if it's important to our guys and it's in line with who we are as a team, then it's important to me. So there's a lot that goes into supporting those guys on their journey, but once again, it's these are blessings, getting to be involved in these guys' lives and their progression and their as they're working through their career and to the next level, and hopefully, the professional level as well. So,
Coach, I love it. I got 2 quick questions. I'm going to save the last one because I think it's great. What is one thing that we can expect this year from the 2026 Massillon Tigers?
Oh, I mean, our kids play hard. They practice hard. They work hard in the weight room, and we have those expectations every year. But we have a team with a lot of experience coming back, a lot of high expectations within our locker room, and some good leadership. And so when you put all those things together, you're going to have a very highly motivated team that is going to do everything they can to play at the highest level that they can for as long as possible for the 8 minutes. And that we had our first scrimmage last week, and we saw a lot of that. It's a controlled scrimmage, but we saw a lot of that, and we see it every day in practice. Our Madison fans are going to get to watch a team that is not only talented, but is going to play the game with a level of intensity that is unique.
I love that. I love that. A friend of mine bet me that I wouldn't ask you this, but I'm going to ask. Do you have any insight on Friday, the college announcement for Brayton?
I mean, even if I did,
you're not going to tell me?
Yeah, I mean, even if I did, I wouldn't tell.
Is there one that we can eliminate?
It's going to be such a special day.
I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, and Brayton, he deserves his moment in the spotlight, making his announcement, and really happy for him. He's been a great addition for us in many ways. What a first class young man, and to have a part in his journey has been a lot of fun, very rewarding so far, and just wish him the best. When you're going through all these things, like college decisions, there's so many great options out there, right? There's so many great coaches, so many great programs, and so you make the choice that feels right, and then you make that choice the right choice by how you approach it.
Any 4 of those schools, any one of those schools is going to be extremely happy to get him. And it'll be so much fun to watch him play at the next level. But before we can watch him play at the next level, we get to watch him suit up for the Massillon Tigers.
Correct.
And I am so excited, Coach. I want to wish you nothing but the best of luck in 2026. I can't wait to catch you on the field, have some conversations, and I appreciate you stopping by and giving us some time.
Thank you.
Go Massillon
Go Tigers.
Yes. Coach Nate Moore of the Massillon Tigers stopping by, and we have time for one more coach, a man that really needs no introduction, but I'm hoping I can get him in before we start. We're kind of running out of time here. It'll be Coach Matt Dennison of the Glen Oak Golden Eagles. They're getting ready to start the buffet dinner, so I don't know if we're going to get him. It may have to be a private interview because this guy's going to start talking. So we're going to stop. We're going to call it a night. Thank you so much for everybody tuning in to the 2026 High School Football Coaches Preview live from St. Haralumbo's Church. It has been a pleasure being with you tonight. Sam Bourquin, thank you for letting me fill in. I'm Mike Vorhies. With me, Mike Dixon. Thank you to Brian Beatty, and thanks to Pete for getting things situated. They're going to kick us out because they're going to start the buffet dinner. So thank you again for tuning in. Hopefully we did a great job, and so be safe, be kind, and hopefully we'll see you guys next time. It is the Sam Bourquin Show on AM 1310 WDPN and on Facebook, X, and YouTube. Have a great night, everyone. We'll see you again soon.